And now the starting lineup for the I forgot the punchline from Space Jam. That's how y'all should do this shit though. Montreal Spartans. Dion Hopkins, motherfucker, finessed the league out of a 80 overall last game, but he gets the start to 73 overall. Boy, Dion, man. Hey, we live, y'all. Police it up. Police it up. Police it up. Y'all some clowns. Let's go, my boy.
Anyways, welcome to the stream.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
The voice of MGN is back.
Oh Lord, man, that boy there. Hey, Dion Hopkins, I got a story coming.
Show for the first game, or are all four of us going?
Wait, what?
We all here game one, buddy.
We all here,
Let's go.
bro.
We all here. Game on. We here. Tulip, let's go.
Go ahead and start that mockery.
We got 8
Live,
viewers.
baby.
Hey, I'm not starting
Yes,
until
sir.
I get 20 viewers. Y'all already know the drill, but let me post this.
We will not start this stream until we get 20 viewers and some more likes with some more flames.
Let me get some
Drop
music
them,
in the
drop them, drop
background.
them. Share this link too while you at it.
Yeah, y'all been asking about commentary every game. Guess what? Here we go.
And now, the starting. Man, Dion Hopkins, boy. That boy, that cold, man. That's a cold dude, bro. I ain't even
That's
gonna
the
go
story
into-
of the league.
Yeah, I'm definitely writing
Oh,
a story
man.
about that. That's getting a headliner. 12 viewers right now, man. 12 viewers.
We at 12. Keep sharing that link, y'all.
Yes, sir. You gotta hit that share button. Let's go. Let's.
Hey, this is the
let's get people in
game.
here.
Everybody was waiting for a game like this.
This game had a whole lot of heat in the chat. It
man.
was being talked about all day long, including yesterday.
Two 2-0 teams who have pretty much dismantled their opposing counterparts, and they match up in this matchup right here. I don't know, bro. I really can't tell. I don't know who.
Both of those teams, both of those last games against us, I feel disrespected.
Yeah, you should. You should. I was talking to my boy Zach Everett today, and he was very disappointed. He's like, man, we got to figure it out. You know, that's one of the strongest voices in that locker room, but he don't say nothing, and he feel like he don't have the I would say the power just yet. But I told him, I was like, listen, dude, you know, you're a future star in this league. You got to step up and be a leader. And if you think something needs to be changed, that's what you're in the locker room for. That's why y'all have this
Everybody
conversation.
in my locker room know they can say whatever they want to say. Get out their chest. Nothing is off limits.
Hey, just don't say nothing about TJ, bro. That's all I gotta say, man. Y'all keep that shit. I'm sorry, my bad. Keep that type of stuff. You know, just hit me up on the DM. Don't say that. I'm in everybody's chat, so I'm always peeping the game.
Yeah, he's stalking us.
Checking them game plans out, making sure. Nah, let me stop. I already know your game plan. I gotta put it in the game. It ain't a surprise. So a lot of people's like, man, why TJ gotta be in here, bro? Cause it's just the way things gotta be. 15 viewers. 15 viewers, man. Hey, come on, man. Let's. All right. So you know what? I'm not gonna hurt y'all too much, man. We at 6 likes right now. I got 16 people watching the stream. Give me the 10 likes and we'll start the game. Give me the 10 likes and I'll start the game, bro.
While we waiting for those likes, and waiting for those, couple more viewers to show up. From the starting lineup for the away team, we got Dion Hawkins at the point guard spot. Shooting guard, we got Delaney Velez. At the 3 spot, we got first round draft pick Terrence Wary. At power forward, we got Anthony Younger. And at center, we got Antonio Caldwell. And introducing the home team, point guard Tay Jackson, shooting guard Kennedy Fields, small forward Thiago Santos, forward Michael Robertson, and then we can't forget Ty White down there at center.
Oh man, it's a matchup, man. Can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel that in the atmosphere?
Nice.
As of right now, Kennedy Fields is the mouthpiece of the Surf, and he does a lot of talking. So his team has to be able to back him up.
Kennedy Fields does all the talking for the Surf.
Hey, post
Back in the last game.
pregame
Yeah,
predictions.
you know,
Pregame
yeah,
predictions.
good.
Let's get it started, man. We finna get this game crack-a-lacking, baby. Dame, who you got and why?
San Diego
Real
Surf.
quick, go.
San Diego Surf because I helped draft him. That's it.
All right, Devontae, who you got and why? Let's go.
Surf, because Montreal did is worse than the Surf did.
Oh my goodness, that is 2-0 for the Surf. Oh my goodness, 2 more people. Austin, who you got, boss?
I'm gonna say the Surf too because I
Whoa.
feel like they're high.
Is this
Spartans
gonna be?
not gonna like this one.
Is this gonna be a sweep
Sorry.
for my commentary team, Jalen? What's up, baby? What you got, bro?
That's hilarious, man. I'm gonna say the Surf also, man.
Oh
They're
my
firing on all
goodness.
cylinders.
You gotta be kidding! Is this because of the conversation that we had before the show? Y'all cold, boy.
It don't happen often that we all on the same page. You got to run with it.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my goodness.
I guess
Hey.
you're going for the Spartans, TJ.
I can't say, man. I gotta stay in between the lines. Hey, Montreal, San Diego, both teams are 2-0. Let's get this game started, baby.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Look at your water bottles and Gatorades refill for this one.
We got a heavyweight battle between these teams. 2-0 versus 2-0.
Somebody
The
got to
tip,
lose.
the tip decides it all. Surfer gonna win. All right, they win the tip off.
I mean, I wouldn't go so far as saying that. Simmer down, baby. Simmer down. I see.
Got Fields with it.
Just right
And
straight
he
out
turns
of
it
bounds.
over immediately. He
Good play,
takes the
buddy.
ball, dribbles it out of bounds. He tried to get fancy with it, and now the Spartans get the ball right away.
Yeah, sometimes too much dribbling is a problem.
So I had a conversation with my boy Dame before I went to work this morning about players that should be at a said position like small forward, playing the point guard. What did we decide on that, and how y'all feel about that whole scenario as we watch Tay Jackson and Terrence Rary, 2 future Hall of Famers for sure? That's no doubt there, but they were also teammates in the summer league. What do y'all have to say about small forwards playing point guard?
Now, I don't have a problem with it, but it comes to a point to where it's still a video game. You got to think about that. And the video game will take that matchup seriously, and the small forward or bigger position will win the point guard battle every single time.
First points on the board by Terrence Weary right there.
Airball from Santos. I mean, honestly, my opinion on the matter, I think that they should play their true position. Obviously, you got Terrence listed as a small forward. You got Tay listed as a shooting guard. I think it's only right to have these players play their respective positions. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there may be an announcement of some sort if the league decides to go in a different route. But it has to be a voted. It has to be a voted kind of transaction. Nothing's gonna be as far as a dictatorship. As Fields holds on to the ball for a little bit. Montreal is up 4-0 right now. Fields with a step back jumper. Oh my!
You gonna back up that talk?
So we
Spartans
did
came
go
down and got
ahead.
more points, and then the Surf come back down and counter with it as well.
We did go ahead and take this to a vote. The vote did start with the GMs and head coaches. It was a majority vote for the players to utilize their whatever their player card is, and that's the position that they would have to be in as far as lineups. It then went to the players, felt like that they should be able to vote inside when it comes to something like this, as far as where they play. We did another poll vote, and it was a unanimous decision or another majority vote for player cards. So I'm pretty sure that the league is comfortable with players actually playing their true position. Being just so things don't get too crazy, where you have centers playing point guard or 7-2 guys at the 2 spot or the 3 spot, just so that way there has to be some kind of balance on the court.
Absolutely.
I feel like
And go ahead, Austin. My bad. I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, bro.
no, because I don't have anything against having having a big man necessarily at the 3 or at the 1. Here's just where I stand on it because I think that it can be flexible. I think that, like, you see a player like LeBron and he has this crazy playmaking skill, probably one of his best skills that we could say arguably is clear. And I think
Austin,
a player that
they can't hear you.
Can you not? Okay.
Speak a little closer to the mic. Say it with your chest.
No, I think you see a player like LeBron, and he's just a crazy playmaker. We all know that. I think there's a little bit of flexibility there that you could argue that you can make matchups to defend a guy like a center playing point, even if you're not changing your rotation necessarily. If you're keeping your center at where he needs to be at the 5, but the other team has the center at the 1, you can put that matchup where the centers are on each other.
Spartans are up 9-4, 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter as Terrence
Fast
Berry
break
gets
opportunity.
fouled.
Draws a foul on Ty White.
Austin, to your point, like that could work, but like, what if that matchup goes to the bench? Then it's gonna mess up all the other matchups on the floor. And then, like, it's okay to have every now and then you get a 6'10" person with crazy handles, crazy playmaking ability. It happens every now and then. It happens, but for everybody to do it, that wouldn't make it no fun.
Oh no, yeah. I don't agree with like everybody putting their center at point. It just doesn't make any sense. But I think there should be a threshold, and if you have an 80+ playmaking and you have this certain badge, you should be able to run the point every now and again. But I don't think it should be a constant, continuous thing. I really don't see it happening.
So Austin, so guys actually hate playing you because they feel that you have an 8'3" wingspan and that you have an unfair advantage against them. So do you think that like, so how would you feel if someone with that long of a wingspan was playing against a guy that's 6'3", whose wingspan is like 6 foot?
I feel like Marshawn Lattimore looking at Marshawn Lynch. I mean, it's just not gonna work. Because you look at Marshawn Lynch, everybody is intimidated by that dude. He's just gonna run you over, and it don't matter what you think.
Tay Jackson hits the 3.
That's a nice look.
In the right situation, we saw before Austin got out rebounded by 2 rebounds, so it still can work. So there's, even though he has an advantage, it's all about your physical ability.
I hope Marshawn Lattimore isn't watching this stream. It's just unnecessary shots.
Yeah.
So the league,
to answer your question, Devin, Devin Turner, we didn't discuss anything about earning badges quite yet here on the stream.
actually,
Tay
to
Jackson
that point,
drives and ties the game.
right back down in Caldwell.
Wow.
But to that point, though, I did speak briefly in the earlier streams of how you can earn badges as
Good shot.
Fields puts up a 3, scored 12-9 for the Surf. I did talk about badges. Obviously, the longer you're with a team, the more you can upgrade a certain badge. If anybody wants me to explain further, I can do that. But as far as there's been reports of a change coming, and we're still kind of in the works to kind of level the playing field. Damon, you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this, as far as the badges and the attribute points and how many points a player should get. What would I want to ask the chat, and then I kind of want to ask the commentary, not you, Dame, because we already talked to you. Chat, how do y'all feel about a change to how many points you get in a certain season? Let's say via gold. Obviously, with gold members, they get 155 bronze points, 50 or 150 bronze points, 55 silver, and then 10 gold every month. Obviously, if we stay at that pace, players are going to be like 99 in no time. Obviously, we don't want a league full of 99 overalls. That don't look right. But we're trying to play with numbers and see what makes sense. But how do y'all feel about us decreasing the amount of points that you get per season, but increasing the amount of badges?
So we have a comment from Mac Anthony. He said that he thought that the game itself handles the attributes.
Oh no, negative.
I feel like that decreasing is a good thing because it's sort of like a my career. You know how you can just throw your player up and you can get him to 85 by the first game. I just don't feel like that's right, and we don't see LeBron hitting 99 in his rookie season. It just doesn't feel right.
Right.
True.
And I mean, with the badge system, I feel like we could sort of substitute something there. But with the upgrade system, I think it's good. But maybe even doing the 155 for the bronze and all the numbers, but doing it every 2 months instead of 1 month, because I feel like that would even it out a little bit more.
Jalen, what you think about it, bros?
Yeah, I'm definitely down for implementing a badge system like that. I think that could help differentiate a lot of players more than just ratings and tendencies. It can just take us even deeper to really creating like separate identities from everyone. So I would so be down for something like that.
Yeah, and the reason why, Mac, we don't go with the necessary in-game attributes is because the payout for the
Good
league.
finish.
The payout for the league, obviously, we have to create a system where players, coaches, GMs win money. If we did in-game attributes, there's nothing to put into the pot. We have to have a pot in order for there to be a payout. So there wouldn't be necessary in-game progression because that just wouldn't make sense.
Those in-game
Offense puts up
attributes
three,
are
and it's good.
performance.
Dev said, how about leaving points the same and adding badges to platinum plan? That's true, but how does a player go from 92 to 99? Like, you have to have that.
Well, those badges add attribute points regardless too, so like you can't reach 99 without badges.
Well, I'm pretty sure people, and I agree with that. I think that the platinum membership, it needs a little bit more thought into it, but I like that idea where you can add, if you're at a certain badge, let's say you have 2 Hall of Fame badges, then you can start going into that threshold of exceeding, because at that point it's going to separate people.
So what about having like when your Patreon membership is paid, you can decide whether you want to upgrade a badge or your attribute points.
Say that one more time, brother. My bad. I was
Like
reading.
when your membership is paid, the players can decide whether they want to upgrade attribute points or a badge, or put some of the points into attribute points and some into a badge.
I think whatever happens, it has to be universal. It has to be. I don't think that people should have an option to go upgrade attributes, upgrade badges. I think the system that we're trying to vote on right now, and Jay made a good point. The system that we're trying to upgrade to right now is decreasing the amount of points players get each season and increasing the amount of badges. Because if you think about it, with the system we have in place, people will be high overalls, right, by season 2 or 3, and have like 3 or 4 badges. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make sense. So the trade-off what we're talking about amongst the administrators is decreasing the amount of points you get and increasing the badges. So 3 badges of your choice. I'm pretty sure players will probably want that more as Robertson dunks it, puts the surf up 18-15.
I gotta say, that was a nice dish right there from Tay.
So
it's a lot of
we have another
comments.
comment from Mel Bishop. He said that he's a 60-something gold member. He's played 2 games so far, and now that the points are getting decreased, he feels like he's left behind. Is that something that we could potentially do where those who have just recently joined, they would still essentially get the same points that the previous members have gotten? It drops off for those who've already been here.
I believe
How would that work?
I believe it has to be a system, like I said, that makes sense. We're talking to a lot of people that make this league tick, and whatever we decide will obviously be the best thing for the league. I will say this though, the people that have been here longer in the league, these so quote unquote veterans, you can say, as Tay Jackson gets to the bucket pretty easily. That was some LeBron James like stuff right there. I think it just has to take some thought into to kind of take care of the people that has been here, that's been consistent, with us. I would say more, but making sure we're setting a foundation to where we're creating a system that is fair to everybody in the future. So it's coming, man. I think, as what Dev said, 100 bronze, 45 silver, 7 gold, and a badge. I don't know. It may be decreased a little bit more because I think we're trying to vote on 3 badges. Yeah, so we're trying to vote on three badges as my computer is doing some crazy stuff right now. But yeah.
End of the first quarter, though. Surf up 20-17. Quick update on that, real quick.
My bad, Jalen. I know Jalen is our play-by-play commentator, and we have been talking all over this game, so I do apologize.
Nah, bro, it's all good.
But it's been a week of discussion. It has to be talked about.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And I think this is
an important thing.
Yeah, I think this is the platform for that. You know, obviously we want to stream and commentate, but if people got questions that we can't necessarily answer in the chat, you know, they can come into the stream and answer those questions as we look at this mobile 1 block from Tay Jackson.
Easy swat.
Pretty easy.
The guy's too little to be shooting over Tay like that.
Can we say how good of a game this is right now, man? The Surf are up 20-17 over the Montreal Spartans, which we knew this was going to be a competitive game throughout. Is this what we are? Both of these teams in the same conference?
No.
No.
So I mean, I'd have to double check, but I mean, if they are on opposite sides of the conference, I mean, could this be a potential, you know, finals matchup?
No.
I mean, obviously everybody is. Everybody's gonna say no as we see Terrence Wary putting up a 3. Everybody's gonna say no. Everybody in here is a commentator, but they're also a competitor. You know, but
that was hilarious.
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, any team could really be in the finals. It could be the Kings for all we know.
Hey, that's
true.
Disrespect now, y'all. Throwing shade.
Really quick, y'all, before it goes away, the chat goes up a little bit. So Devin Turner had made a comment where he suggested for this next round of upgrades 75 bronze, 25 silver, 5 gold, and 3 badges.
That's definitely something. That's still a lot.
I feel like that's too many badges.
No, 3 badges. So like we weren't saying 3 gold badges. Like the proposition is to start off right now with bronze across the board.
I mean, yeah, and what I'm thinking is like, instead of just being 1 badge per year of like a contract, instead we could try something like where we do 2 badges per year of contract if they're cooperating with the team and they get 1 of those All-Star break.
Yeah, see, now we're trading into like uncharted territories that is too hard to control.
Yeah.
I think for now it has to be a minimal. Yeah, it has to be something minimal. That way, it's not too hard to control later on. I think the trade-off. Obviously, Devin is on the right track. You know, a decrease in the amount of attribute points a player can get and increase in the badges. It's just like a trade. You know what I mean? Like, what is a good trade-off?
Yeah.
But I honestly think he's somewhere in that ballpark of where we want to be. You know, 75 bronze, 25 silver, 5 gold, maybe decrease the amount of. I would say decrease the amount of points that they're getting. Obviously, 5 gold is still a lot because if you think about it in the contract, you're still getting your contract from the league. Right, you're still getting your salary cap, but you're also winning money. So, Jalen, I don't know if you have better access to this, but I mean, we did make a post. I'm not sure if we did or not about the All-Star. Oh, I'm not the All-Star, but the Players of the Week. Did y'all already post that?
Yeah.
Yes, we made a post. I'll have to go back and find it, but we have our first Players of the Week decided by 2K within the game. Quick little disclaimer, there's already been like, how many were there? Like 6 or 5?
There was 5.
Because of how the games are spread out on the 2K calendar. So you have week 1 your players of the week, you had Jerome Tyler, who was still on the Barons, I believe, at this time. And the other player was Vladimir from the Gunners. And then week 2 was August/Austin Wise, who was still on the Stars at the time, and he was actually the only player of the week that time.
He is still on the Stars. I don't mean to, I'm sorry, hold on. He's still on the Stars.
Oh, my fault.
Oh, man, I thought y'all made a trade under my nose. I'm like, hold up, big fella. Y'all finna get it, man.
I got a completed beard.
Okay.
Damon was
Anyway.
about to get grilled on the street.
Man, what is going on? Shit. I mean, excuse me.
And then your third week, your players of the week were Andre Beard and Elliot Griffin, who he might not even be in the chat right now. I think he left or something, but those were your players of the week.
So players of the week, obviously, if y'all go on to www.insidemgn.com/league, what do you call that sign? The minus sign, payouts, whatever. You'll see how much money you can actually make in this league. But those players that won player of the week will get compensated. I think it's $1 per week. So you have a chance of winning what's that? 30? No, that's 26. So $26. Obviously, from being in one conference, 26 weeks in a in a league, you can win $26 just from winning player of the week, and then you can also win player of the month compensation, player all-star selection, team captain. I mean, you can win a lot of money as a player. A lot of people don't want to be GMs no more, man. They like, hey, the real money is in the player pool.
Get me on the court.
Yeah, but no, the GMs, man, I don't mean to get in y'all pockets, but they have a really nice lump sum too. I think it's like $200 for the championship, which is that's definitely something. I mean, if you a generous GM, you could be like, hey man, y'all did it. I'm finna pay for y'all season. I'm finna pay for the start of the season or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but
I mean, a generous GM would pay for all the GMs.
I mean, because I mean, winning $200, like you can pay for at least your starters, or at least, I mean, because $200 ain't gonna be, that's not gonna keep my lights on. Well, actually, it will. It'll keep your lights on, but
some people,
It won't pay rent.
It won't pay rent, but I mean, if you like, hey, bro, I appreciate y'all for getting out there. Here's at least a month of upgrades for all my starters. I like that idea.
So some players are saying that they don't want money, that they rather do something to their player.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, man. I'm sorry. Trust me. I've thought about it. As Phil's does the step back jumper, his best James Harden impersonation. I've thought about it. It's lucrative, obviously, but what are you? If you're not winning money, what are you in this for? A lot of people, I get it, man. A lot of people have fun. This is just fun to do. Obviously see your player, and we try our best to not allow people, as Tay Jackson gets to the bucket, draws the foul.
I thought I was about to throw it down on him. That was about to be something crazy. Oh my goodness.
We try our best to not allow people to cheat the system. Obviously, there's been things that have been questionable, and people are always, with 2K, they're always going to find ways. Video games are always going to find ways to cheat the system. So it's our job to kind of minimize that. And I think the system we have in place, upgrade, get paid, get a little compensation here and there. And,
so TJ, real quick, 2 things. One, do you think that those selected to the All-Star game, should they get a bronze badge? 1 bronze badge, and 2, should the champions get new jerseys?
So here's my thing with this, and I think I spoke with my GMs about this. First, before I get into your questions, there was a comment that I wanted to address. I forgot who it was. I think it was Eli. He said he said something about the contracts. Hold on, let me scroll up real quick.
Yeah, he said there should be more incentives for people to actually stay with their team.
Yeah, so there's no incentive. Like, people think that there's no incentive. So if you feel like there's no incentive, how do you go from bronze to silver? How do you get your badge from bronze to silver? The only way in the league that I've addressed it, as Fields puts up a 3 and misses. The only incentive is you can't go from bronze badge to silver badge unless you stay within the contract of that team. There is, I mean, if we keep it the way we intended it to be, to stay with a team, that's more than enough incentive for me to stay, in my opinion. I mean, I'm still getting paid. I'm still out there producing. It's not like I'm trash. I'm still out there getting paid. I'm going to the All-Star game. I'm probably possibly taking my team to the championship. But the incentive is, the longer you stay with your team.
For a rock, so that's crazy. Yeah, so it's working now.
I'm finna mute. I don't know who that was. I muted him, but
dang, we got some guest commentators over there.
I guess so. Dang, I'm sorry, Dame. I had to mute you, bro, because I couldn't hear it. But that's the incentive. The longer you stay with your team, the more you can go from bronze to silver, from silver to gold, from gold to Hall of Fame, and then obviously, like we was talking about, you can't go from 92 to 93. You can't get into that platinum membership if we go with this direction, unless you're a Hall of Fame player, unless you have a Hall of Fame badge. And I think that's incentive enough to stay with a team. I'm finna unmute Dame.
Okay.
Okay, he's back.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm sorry, Dame.
Yes.
Ask your question one more time, brother.
Oh, what, for the jerseys?
Oh, the jerseys, and then you asked one more question before that.
Should the All-Star, those voted on the All-Star, voted to the All-Star game, can they get one bronze badge?
No, I don't think that should even be the case because.
What would that mean for the captain then? Because they.
Yeah, you still getting. Like, I mean, I get badges and stuff, but I don't want to take too much away from, because it's too. We're still going into that uncharted territory. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make it too complicated. I think the system we have in place right now, bro, is something that we need to do for at least a season or two, right? Obviously, if there's hiccups and issues, then we definitely need to address it in the admin chat. But right now, I think we should stay with the plan. Compensation for performing well, compensation for coaching well, compensation for, because that's what that money is going to. It's going back into the league, and I don't want to start giving people badges like hotcakes when it's the system. All this is still new to us. It's still relatively new. I don't know how this system is gonna take place in the next few seasons, but I think right now we just need to slow and steady pace as far as badges, because that's something that you can't reverse. Attributes, you can't reverse that. You know what I mean? So I don't want to put something in place that we can't change. As we close the first half of this game, Montreal up 32-30. Vladimir said this is a good game so far. I agree. Hopefully we not talking too much as we go into the second or the halftime report. Anybody want to take over?
Well, I just got one more thing to say pertaining to the halftime. Live on air, All-Star. Live on air, whoever voted the captains to come live and pick their team.
Wait, for what? You talking about for the All-Star game?
Yeah.
All-Star game.
Man, I was thinking about that. I seen that with KD and James, LeBron James. Like, yeah, that'll be dope. I mean, I'm definitely, I'm definitely thinking about things like that, bro. Like that's just interactive. That's interactive league play, and obviously our big brothers are the NBA, so we can bite from them however we want to, whenever we need to, as long as we not, you know what I mean. And it just creates a different atmosphere. As we see my boy Tay Jackson put up a 3. It's a great game, man. 41% for the serve,
Man.
And even though they're losing, they have a higher field goal percentage.
It's the 3 balls.
Also, Vladimir stated that they haven't heard from you in a while, so that they need a quick Q&A.
Yeah, no.
If you don't,
You know what it is in this game? It's that defense. Montreal has like 5 steals, 3 blocks, and then on the other side they have like one steal, 2 blocks. So I mean, it's a 5 turnover differential. So I mean.
Dev. Oh, and to answer your second question, Dame. Player jersey. So listen.
The champion.
Listen. Linda, listen. Listen. The mission is to get 12 to 30. Obviously, since we're thinking about expanding, it's to get 12 to 30 legit. Excuse my French, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's my house. Legit ass people that I can trust with my life, right? Because this is my baby. MGN is my baby. It's my child. Can I trust you to own teams? I want to empower 12 to 30 individuals to own my teams, own these teams. And then once they own these teams, obviously there's a lot more compensation involved. You got access to, what GM you want, what head coach, how much power you give that GM, what team name, what team city you want to be in, jerseys, merchandise, because eventually I'm already talking with a few individuals. Devontae already know what's up with that. I'm talking to a few individuals as far as merchandise, beanies, face masks, like real jerseys, t-shirts with these logos on them, and they're MGN. Oh my goodness.
Hold on.
Did it go in? Did it go in? Did it go
no,
in?
you missed it.
Oh, wow. That's like the biggest.
Wow.
That's like that Vince Carter dunk that never happened. Y'all remember that?
Oh my god. That was like when Ja tried to dunk over Kevin Love that one time.
He threw the alley-oop to his. I think he threw it to himself. I don't know. It was on a fast break and it didn't go in.
Please get a replay after this.
I don't think we can do a replay. It's too late. Hold on. They were sitting there for a while.
So will it go back?
It's not gonna let me. We're gonna have to go here.
Dang.
Yeah, but owners, man.
Oh my gosh.
Owners. And then who was that who got dunked on?
Hey Jackson.
No, he missed it. It didn't go in.
He missed, I think, but
you can't see it if it didn't go in. You can't see it if it didn't go in.
Yeah.
Hey, Tay said I'm not finna let that happen, bro. I'm gonna file your motherfucker. I mean, but yeah, ownership, man. That's where you can change jerseys, you can change logos, because then you're going in a partnership with MGN on a whole nother level. And I'm definitely down for team change. But as of right now, obviously to serve those expansion teams that are 2K, I can't make any merchandise for obvious reasons. But Montreal, the Kings, I already said the Spartans, the teams,
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, those teams' logos were created by your boys, so that means I can do what I want with them. I can put them on jerseys, I can put them on t-shirts, and I can make money, and then owners get percentage of that money. So yeah, to answer your question, but very lengthy explanation at some point, but not for the championship teams.
Yeah, I mean, because the Wolfpack need to upgrade. We need some jerseys out here.
So what happens? What happens if your owner fire you and you go to a new team? Then you have to get merchandise for the other team.
What owner?
What you mean?
Dang.
If you switch up,
I would be the owner.
How you know?
I'm going. The way I'm doing it. Just hold on, real quick, before you answer.
I know,
bro.
TJ. I was being funny, but
I know.
explain it to everybody else.
But people don't understand. Like, okay, can a player be an owner? That's not how I'm doing that, man. This is what I'm looking for, and damn, you can answer whenever you're ready, bro. But what I'm looking for is people that I can, like I said, trust. And then obviously GMs are the head of the honcho. You know what I mean? I would be more reluctant to choose a GM to be an owner of a team, unfortunately, before I pick a player, just because I know that you understand what it takes and what it is that I go through on a regular basis. You understand the level of importance to do certain things, and because I'm pretty much the owner of all these teams right now, and I would love to have somebody do what I do for a team and not worry about them, not you know what I mean. But damn, you can punch in whenever you want. Like I said, it's just I'd rather go GM, I'd rather go player, coach, GM, and then hit that threshold into ownership.
Right. So I mean, definitely. I mean, that's why I say it's very wise, for GMs to be active. Very wise for head coaches to be active, especially head coaches, because myself, I went from being the head coach of Buffalo and San Diego to becoming the GM over in Buffalo just by opportunity. And I feel like that some of those opportunities may open up here this season, maybe in the off season for some other head coaches to kind of step up. And I definitely think that that you guys should take advantage of it, especially with you guys being active. You guys know your teams in and out. You know the players. You know the other staff and front offices around the league. So especially if you're looking to get into that ownership role, where now you're the owner of the team, you hire your own GM, if it's your head coach that you're going to promote, and then bring in a new coach, and that way it actually feels like that we have a sense of control within our organization, because TJ's doing it all by himself right now. So at some point we need to help him out and be there for him, so that way he can do the things that he needs to do without it being so much stress on him and his shoulders. Even though he's been doing a pretty good job at maintaining the league and the stability of it and things like that.
And to your point, it's a mutual benefit. It's Ty White. What kind of shot was that? Did she was that a hook shot from the 3-point line?
That was a little shimmy into a fadeaway shot over Younger. That was nice.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, it's a mutual benefit. You know what I mean? Because obviously, I know the owner is gonna go out there and put together a team. He's gonna stay on top of his GM. He's gonna make sure his players are active. I kind of wanted to. I know we should be talking about this game, but it's a lot of stuff I wanted to kind of. Man, hey, the Surf were down like 11 points. Let's just marvel at the fact that they've made it a 6-point game right now.
They were down like 9, I believe, and now it's back down to 6, as we were just about.
EJ, I can't see your question. I'm trying to get to as many of them as possible. I'm not sure I understand it though. It says, so with the WWE League thing going on,
I know what he's talking about.
Don't you think? I don't know if it's a joke. That's why I didn't.
No, it's not. Yeah, you still need some context to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So pretty much, Tay Jackson is starting a WWE Sim League, and I think maybe what EJ's trying to say is if maybe you can stream WWE matches soon or at some point in time later. I don't know if that's his question, because I don't know how else you would partner with.
So I'm gonna tell you how it is, man. MGN.
I don't know.
MGN Sports is the worldwide leader in broadcast. So I'm always down if it makes sense. If it make money and it makes sense, I'm always down for a partnership. I'm thinking ESPN. You know what I mean? ESPN don't just do basketball. ESPN don't just do football. You know what I mean? So I can see.
I'm letting you know now. If we're doing that, get me on the commentary team like ASAP. That's my stuff right there.
Yeah,
that is my stuff. I need to be on that.
Yeah.
I love pro wrestling.
No,
Yes.
I mean, that's definitely, I like that idea. I like thinking outside the box. I mean, eventually that's something that I want to kind of take place as far as MGN went. But right now it's all NBA 2K, and we'll see. As we see a 3 from Terrence Wary, he misses it. 43-37. Montreal is up, but the Surf is closing the gap. Absolutely, Tay.
Was not on the stream at first. I still can't find my remote. I was looking since before the game started.
Oh wow.
As the Surf misses the layup there, as Spartans coming down the court.
Deion Hawkins, as Terrence Ware puts up another 3. No dice.
Not that time.
Deion Hawkins, man, that's my boy, dog. I really respect him on a whole nother level, bro. I'm not even like that's some. You gotta be a bad. I'm not even gonna say what happened with my boy
Parker
Hawkins.
pulls
Bro.
up. Jumper is no good. Younger with the rebound. Oh my
Mark.
goodness.
If we're talking about partnerships, and I'm starting up a PGA league tomorrow.
PGA, Madden. Hey, look,
Yeah.
I'm down for Madden. I'm down for NBA. Well, not NBA. Obviously, it's only one NBA 2K MGN league. But I'm down for any other sport. UFC. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But right now, it's just because
Yes, sir.
that's probably later on when I got owners. You know what I mean? That's
true.
I know when people gonna be able to take things serious. You know, I know I could be step back and be like, I know these owners are gonna take care of their players and everything is gonna be fair. And now we got a system. Everybody knows what to do. It's
Ooh,
Dixon with the putback.
good finish.
Mark said make him GM. You already are GM. I don't know what that comment is about.
Oh, he's talking about for something in the WWE thing.
Oh. So
Yeah.
he's talking to say.
So I got a question, man.
Yes.
It may be controversial, but I don't care. As we take a timeout, score 45-39, Spartans up. What happened with Elliot Griffin?
So, pretty much when the first vote was determined and the rule change was finalized by the front offices around the league, the post went out on the news feed regarding the rule change and teams had to pretty much adjust their game plans accordingly. Apparently, Elliot Griffin was not pleased with the decision, being that his front office did move him to the 3 in order to give him a scoring option. Apparently, he didn't like the fact that we have 6'8" guards, but a couple inches taller than that. I mean, I guess he considered himself a couple inches taller at the 3 spot, even though he's 7'2", 225. That's kind of tall. But I mean, his big thing was he didn't agree with the player card thing, although he was saying he was only at small forward as a center for offense, but he was guarding big men. And then he tried to bring up how in the summer league he played small forward, and we didn't have a problem with that
Nobody
back
was
then. And plus, being that there weren't any coaches or there weren't any GMs, and no one was really operating the summer league teams, that was kind of the reason why he was at that position. So, unfortunately, we did lose DJ Plord as well, due to him not, I guess, his game plan or him not having no playing time was the reason why we lost him today as well.
Go ahead, bro.
What I want him to realize, like I talk to him on a regular basis, like when he was at center, he only scored 6 points. Those 2 games when he had with 6 points and like 12 rebounds, I want to say, when he was at center. But then when he was at small forward, he put up a whole stat line, and I wanted him to see what we were seeing in that situation, but he didn't see it that way.
I mean, to that point, first of all, majority of the things that we do in the league is voted. Like I can't control. I mean, if had that vote went in another direction, of course, then we're gonna run with the majority, because people have to have a voice. And I'm glad that we open the door for people to open up their mouths and say, hey, bro, this is how I think we should run things. And I like that idea. Because that's democracy, bro. This ain't the dictatorship. You know what I mean? So the anything that's voted on that's non-negotiable or that's negotiable, because there's some things that's non-negotiable, right? And then there's other things that I think, that was kind of like it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to put your 6'8" point guard as because there's people that created 6'8" point guards. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I think voting on it was the right step in the right direction. To what he said about other people having other positions at point guard, like 6'8" point guards, we're addressing that within that same transaction. You know what I mean? You play small forward for a few games. These dudes are playing point guard until we actually facilitate and it becomes an effective plan of action, then it's a universal change. But I mean, it was voted, you know what I mean, and to make sure everybody understands this. As the Montreal Spartans go up 7 points, I want everybody to understand this. Elliot Griffin is still going to be on the Las Vegas Spades until the GM decides he doesn't want to go there. He doesn't want to go in that direction. He's going to stay on that team. You quit this league, you're going to stay on that team until the GM or myself, that's where he puts up another 3, no good, decides that, he don't want you no more.
Yeah, we had to explain it to a lot of people.
Yeah, so don't think that you quitting the league, it hurts the team. I mean, obviously we want you to stay. We want you to be a part of this league. I enjoy having everybody in here in this commentary team and watching these games. I enjoy having y'all here, but unfortunately you don't.
Ty White rejected.
Oh, he almost made that. Y'all gonna stay on the game, bro. It's called a coaching adjustment. The vote should have been on how many times should have been on how many times should we get a game plan adjustment a week, not what that actual team. I mean, it doesn't hurt the team. I don't think so. I mean, you drafted these players to be their respective positions. You didn't draft a 7'2" center to be a small forward. You didn't draft a 6'3" point guard to be a center. Like, you drafted these players to be to play in these positions. I think, and don't take this the wrong way, I'm very controversial and I don't really care at this point, but don't take this the wrong way, but it's the truth. In all of video game history and everything that we played as a child and even now, people find ways to take advantage of shit. People find ways to say, let me try to figure out a way to beat the system. And sometimes it works. But we have the reason why I'm doing this, one of the main reasons why I'm doing this was because I'm trying to limit the cheese in the game. I don't I don't know how many times I've been into a pro-am league and I'm actually playing the game. Nah, for real, bro. As Terrence
it's true. It's true.
I play the game and you got the dudes with the man. Whenever I join a 2K like rec center, you got the dudes with the tattoos all over their body. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the legs. I just jump out because I already know they finna cross over, mix me down, and pull up 3 all game. Like, I don't want to play that, bro. Like, that takes the fun out of the game. That takes the fun out of it. And creating a system that limits people's, like, you really got to know what you're doing. You know what I mean? And it's so many different levels of being successful in this league. Like, you can't just be a cold point guard and think you finna get to the playoffs. You can't just be a cold center and think you're going to lead your team to the finals, bro. Like, there's so many things that have to take place. There's so many different pieces of the equation. As Valdez puts up a 3 no look, that has to take place, bro, in order to be successful in this league. And that's why I like it. But we got to minimize the span. We got to minimize the bull. It's a 4-point game.
They went down double digits. They went down 10 points, and now the lead is down to 4 after that 3 by Santos.
Really never know.
And I think where you're getting at really is, like, you don't see Kyrie, and I think we can all argue and say AI's or Kyrie's a better ball handler, but you don't see him just, double whammying on Steph Curry or anybody like that. So, I mean, I just don't see it.
Yeah. It has to be balanced, man. As Santos makes another jump shot.
Whoa, Santos. Okay.
Wow.
So I definitely agree with you, TJ. And to kind of touch on a few points. At the end of the day, when we drafted these players, as Terrence Ware hits that 3, and the Spartans go up 54-49. The players actually chose their positions, right? So when the players chose their positions, hey, if you wanted to be a small forward point guard, then you should have chose small forward point guard. at the end of the day, we can't bend or break any rules or give anyone any special treatment because you want a certain person to guard a certain, or not guard a certain person, but you want a certain person to do something out of their norm, right? So you guys, I mean like maybe there definitely should be a cap on things like speed or things like that as far as big men go, or as far as certain positions go, because a 7'2", 7'3" big man should not be running down the court and as fast, if not faster, than a point guard. So maybe there can be some adjustments there, but to really take the fun aspect or the fairness aspect of what it is that's trying to be done here in the league and try to manipulate it, it's just not going to happen.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna be done with this part, this segment of the conversation. If you want that type of atmosphere in the game, bro, go to a pro-am league. Cause you can be a point guard, you can be a 7-foot point guard if that's what they allow. Here in MGN, we try our best to balance stuff out. We may not do it. We may not be perfect at it, but we try our best to make it balanced. So this was voted. The change is coming. If you can deal with the change, I respect you as a man or as a woman. If you can't respect the change, I understand, and I'll see you on the flip side when you're looking for a league to join like this. But I'm not. Like, y'all gotta understand, the main reason why I made this is to take away from the spam, bro. Like, it's entertaining to see people actually competing, and it's being a competitive. Like, bro, if you see a 6'9" point guard dunking on people and they just always winning, that's not fun, bro. Like, that's not why. Come on, like, think about it. People gonna be quitting left and right. Oh,
Terrence Weary again.
Attribute coming. Yes, absolutely, man. Like, we're gonna take a deep dive into these attributes, man, and make sure that, I mean, if somebody wants to come through and give us some caps that make sense, I'm all for that.
Hey, just don't take my 85 speed away.
That's probably gonna come down, bro. We're gonna probably have to try to figure out a way to compensate you on the back end, dude. Like, motherfucker shouldn't be moving that fast.
Whoa,
bro.
what the heck? Terrence Weary getting fancy out here. What the heck?
I was like, yeah, my man looks like De'Aaron Fox back in his rookie season.
Santos with the floater. Santos is turning it on in the fourth quarter.
Or John Wall before the injuries.
Exactly. Like, and he's 7'1" with that big old. Oh my god.
Cyrus asked, he said he's got an idea on caps. Who should he DM?
I mean, I got.
Hey, DM. Text me, bro. Don't DM me. Text me.
Fareed said, who has 85 speed? That would be your boy Austin.
Apparently, Austin has 85 speed.
I do. I have 85 speed, 85 excel. No.
So to kind of chime in on that part. Yeah. Vlad said that if we take it away, then at least refund the player the points, which I definitely could agree with.
Oh yeah, that's we ain't gonna mess you over like that. But yeah, I mean, I think once we come up with the system and the cap and it makes sense, bro. Like I'm all for it. Right now it's just been crazy. Cause Austin should not be running around with no 85 speed. That's just me though. He ain't got no 9'2" wingspan. I don't know how that happened because when I edit players in the league, it doesn't give me an option to change wingspan. So I don't know how this man got.
I did find out, TJ. So there is a way for us to change his wingspan. However, I have to release him from his team and then put him back on his team in order to do it. No. Hold on. So there's a way to give him the normal, because I believe your height is what, 7'3" or 7'1"? 7'3" or 7'1"?
7'1", yeah.
So I can get you. So I can give him what the other 7'1" centers have as a waist. It's like 7'11" wingspan. So just drop it down a couple of inches. I can do that, but I wanted to run it by you to make sure that was cool. If we released him from his team and then put him back on, but everything will stay the same. It's just his wingspan would be normal. But I mean, that's completely up to you.
I'd have to look into it, bro. Like, I mean,
Right.
yeah, because
I like my.
I bet you do. I bet you do like your weeks.
No. I was gonna say I like being unique. I like being
Like,
unique.
Look, some
like we
things
tell them,
won't be voted on. Like EJ, I'm sorry to talk over you, Devontae.
Yeah.
But some things won't be voted on as
Yeah.
the Spartans go up 13 points.
Terrence Weary with 25 points this game.
Man,
Yeah, Farik. That's the way that I was referring to as far as changing his wingspan. That's pretty much the only way to do it inside the league.
No, but I was gonna say, like, a good cap, especially for centers like Anthony Davis. He's a decently fast for being a big like that. Like he is 7'1", I believe, 250-ish. So I mean, I think an 80 cap for something like speed for a guy like him is
Even
a bit
that-
reasonable.
even that is
He's also
pretty high, bro.
He's also a 6'10" power forward.
Even that is pretty
That's what
high.
they
I think we need
Yeah,
to go
'cause-
back to the drawing board with some of these. Like,
Yeah.
look at people's speed and they cap, and then figure out ways to compensate those players if they already over it. Like people
Yeah,
that's 6'8" and 210, and they shouldn't be running as fast as. And it's just physical attributes. It has nothing to do with your 3-point shoot and all that stuff. I think just your physical, your strength, your speed, your acceleration, like that should dictate how tall
yeah, it
and how
has
much
to be with your height and weight, and your height and weight should determine a lot of things. It's like how fast you go, how strong you are, how high you jump.
Yeah.
Terrence Weary, officially player of the game. 25 points. Another 20 piece for Weary.
I mean, he shoots all the shots, so it's gonna happen.
Freak, I don't understand that question. You can be a 99 overall. Well, no, you can't actually. It depends. It depends on the cap, right? Like you can't, and that's just like 2K my player, if I'm not mistaken. Like some people, depending on what your build is, you can't necessarily be at a 99. You'll be high, but you won't be a 99.
Oh, he meant a certain attribute. He meant 99 offensive rebound. He put it.
I don't see why
differently.
that wouldn't be why that'd be an issue.
I think it should be like, because point guards, you got the playmaker. I think stuff like playmaking, and if you wanted it specific, it could get up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking well, I guess that's not physical, like crossover and stuff. We just gotta have a real cap system, man. Whoever wants to take charge of that, take point in that, as the Spartans pretty much put the nail in the coffin here in this one.
17-point lead. They just got on a run here in the fourth. Wow.
There's a sense in cap. There is no real cap right now, so no. There's a sense in cap. Like if I see a player right now, I mean, obviously Austin, we dropped the ball with Austin's player mode with him being at 85 speed, but I would say he's probably the only person we probably need to look into. But everybody else should be at least within those guidelines.
Nah, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm a point guard.
When you make a player, the stuff that we can't control is completely random. So we just overlook it.
Hey man, I'm
Brad
not gonna lie to
said-
y'all. If I had a point guard with that wingspan, oh man, it'd be over.
Brad said, "How is Weary so nasty?"
Ask him for his upgrade sheet from his last 2 upgrades. I'm sure he'll give it to you.
Everything right now is transparency. I look at what Dame does. Dame looks at what I do. He has upload power for the league, so that's why when I'm at work, Dame has the power to kind of go through there, and I go back and look at the things that he done. Not saying that I don't necessarily trust him, but that kind of keeps the balance, so people won't think, okay, well, TJ and Dame is on some sketchy stuff, right? No, we're actually in the same conference, so if there was any sketchy stuff going on, one of us would have. But hey, man, something ain't right with what's going on. As the Montreal Spartans win it, 70-51.
Yeah, I was gonna say, congrats,
Almost like 20
Spartans. Heck
points
of a
almost.
game. 70
Wow.
points. Did they drop 70 before, or was that someone else?
They did.
Did that,
I think.
Yeah.
No,
They did against.
Well, this is more than
The
70.
Pirates,
Against
the Pirates
the
dropped
Kings,
70
yeah.
first, and then they dropped 70 against the Kings, I think.
No,
we're
against
not,
the
gonna,
team.
we're not talking about it. It's
We don't, know
yesterday's
who,
news.
we don't know who they were. It's just a
Oh.
team.
They just went out there and had a practice
Man.
game.
It's a
I
lie.
think it was a scrimmage.
Terrence Weary, another 20-point performance,
They just
leading
played
the
a local
Spartans
talent.
once again.
That's tied for most 3-pointers made in the league. Trivia question. Who are they tied with?
The Wolfpack.
Negative.
Pirates.
Pirates, man. The Pirates are the only team besides the Spartans to shoot.
Are you sure? Because last night's game, I don't know.
No.
I remember in that game,
Are
Rico
you
Wu
sure?
hit like
I'm
5
pretty sure about that one, brother. I am 100% sure.
That game that the Pirates hit 9, Rico had like 5, maybe 4 or 5 of them himself because he had a lot of points in that game.
57 rebounds.
But
Look at the bench points. The Serve had no bench points at all.
that ain't the reason why they lost though. Them second chance, them rebounds, the points in the paint, they just couldn't get nothing going. Man.
57.
They just couldn't
Almost
get nothing
20
going.
more.
They didn't have
It was
many.
tied.
They had 10 less possessions.
If you take
was
away
tired.
those bench points, the Spartans still win by 9.
It was tired.
Second chance points is the reason they lost, man.
Get them starters off the court. Let them
Look at-
breathe.
look-
They
nah,
can't
look,
do
look,
it all
look,
day.
Look, I'm finna put the nail in the coffin. Look at them offensive rebounds and look at the second chance
17
points.
to 4.
That's why they lost this game. I mean, they was playing pretty good basketball, but 17-4, second chance points, not being able to get the boards. I mean, that's why they lost. Hey, listen. Oh my bad. Go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna say they had 13 more offensive rebounds. I mean, just look at how much it accounted. They didn't even amount to double digits on that side, and it only got 2.
The first basket right here was a rebound by Terrence Weary and a second chance point of the game.
And they got tipped twice.
So yeah, that's why they lost the game. I'm not taking nothing away from these two monsters right here, but that's it.
He scored on this boy and he tried to dunk on him.
Statement victory for the Spartans. 3-0 now in the league. You know, doing it against the other 2-0 team. That's something to take notice of.
I think they deserve a
Where
graphic.
if you saw the movie 300, Spartans do fall.
Uh-oh.
True.
In the end, they fall. Dang,
So,
that boy spitting
are
right
you
now.
trying to say something, Devontae? Are you trying to say that they can go to the finals and
If
lose?
I was trying to say it, I would. So therefore, I'm about to say it. The Spartans will not win the championship.
I mean, hey, let me say this first of all. It is too soon to even be
It's
talking
way too
about
soon.
what happens? And I'm knocking on wood right now. But what happens if some of these stars start dropping off, like ankles snapping,
Yeah.
and
Injuries happen.
getting a muffin
Injuries
cap,
can happen.
getting a muffin cap pushed back blue. Like who knows, man? Anything can happen, man. You know what I mean? Like this is the MGN season, bro. Like.
Yeah, Montreal, they in Canada, so they go outside. They might get frostbite. Somebody probably beat them up because they not Canadian for real.
I mean, anything, bro. Oh God. Oh my goodness. They
Huh?
say this shit. Did y'all play a game?
No, we shouldn't have.
Why did it say?
We should-
Dude, hold on. Hold up. Who's y'all supposed to play?
Oh, wait, go
Bulldog.
back.
Go back.
You went past it. Scroll down.
Hold on. We're gonna have to do so. Hold on. Dang. Okay, I know what to do.
Yo.
I got you. It's damn.
Okay, I
These fucking G League
Alright.
games. My bad. People in the stream. I cursed, but motherfucker.
All right, I gotta go while that's getting situated. Assuming our game's getting underway, heading down to courtside.
Oh, yeah, it's
I'll see y'all later.
You're good.
All right, bro.
11
It's
shots,
been real.
Jalen.
Peace
We
out.
said 11
MG.
shots.
Gosh,
Oh,
bruh.
wait, Jalen is only allowed to take 11 shots.
Yeah. You can't take
That's it.
Yes,
Oh
11.
man. Oh man. Oh no.
If he take 12, Devin, Fareed, and Coach Sean gotta cut his arms off or something.
Hey, listen. I got this nice little comfortable chair, right? And I spin in it during the games, and the spinning chair gives me good luck. So I got to spin in my chair to make sure that we win. Cause TJ, did you check out my hype video?
No, I didn't check it out, but
Huh?
No, I didn't. Okay, hold up.
Yeah, Fareed, you better contain your boy. Make sure Jalen only takes 11 or fewer shots. He can't hit number 12. He's a scorer, but he's not the scorer.
Why is this in the middle? Like, that's so frustrating, bro. Alright, so look, who's commentating in this game? Cause Dame, you can't do it, bro.
Me,
are you-
here.
So do y'all think y'all two can cover it? Y'all can handle this?
Oh yeah, we can. We already planned on it. We ain't know you was gonna be here.
Bet. That's why I like preparation for the unthinkable. It's been real, man. I want to see this game, but I gotta go watch it on the big screen, baby. Gotta go watch it on the big screen. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be controlling the game from my phone, cause you know you can do that. What's that stuff called? Whatever. I'll be controlling it though. Make sure y'all like the video, everybody. Absolutely, man. I'm not gonna start this game until I get 22, 25. No, 22 is reasonable. 22 likes, man. I'm at 18 right now. Yes, Vlad, you can do. What's it called? Damn, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
It's called remote play, by the way.
Yeah, man, remote play. You can control the game. I'm currently at 21 likes. I'm gonna start it when we at 22. But it's remote play. You can control the game from your phone. I got that Fold 2, baby. Fold 2, so I can see everything. I can see everybody cheating and stuff. You know what I mean? How you do that? It's an app that you download.
It's like a blue controller.
Download the PS app and download remote play for PlayStation.
Yup, so I could just like go through the timeouts. What is this video playing? Oh, I got ads now, man. That's crazy.
You getting in the legit territory.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. When I started the league, I think I was at like 3,300 watch time hours. I was already at the threshold for 1,500 subscribers, or it was 1,000 subscribers. But
Yeah, I was gonna say if Jalen takes more than 10 shots tonight, they gonna have to break all of his fingers separately.
I will get the box score. Either I will, or Dame. Well, I mean, the box score is always gonna be there. Oh, we can watch it from the stream. Here, I can go back to it and take a screenshot to my commentators. Y'all already know what I'm talking about there. Hold on. Did we ever go to the box? We didn't.
No, we didn't.
Not for this game.
I thought I did. All right, y'all gonna do I'm gonna do a Pre-game, what's it called? Prediction. Devontae, who you got in this one, brother, and why?
Athens. Because Jalen's not going to take 12 shots, and he's going to be efficient, and because I don't want Dame to beat me. His record is already better than mine. I got to make sure it falls.
I respect that. Austin, who you got, brother?
I got Buffalo because I just don't see, E.J. Bailey slowing down anytime soon. He had his debut last night, I believe, and he showed them what he can do. And then Kyle turned it on in the fourth quarter. I don't see Athens being prepared for what they have coming.
To answer your question, Vlad, we are at 22 likes. I appreciate y'all. I'm finna take it over to my boy Devontae and Austin Smith as we get into the second of the double headers. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get this game crackin'-lackin', baby.
All right, Austin. So we always see Athens start out kind of slow. Do you think they can turn it around in this game?
I don't think they have that spark plug quite yet. They haven't figured out who that needs to be to get them into this quick start that they need. But I know that Buffalo is coming out here and they're ready to play. They lost that first game and they're on a 3-game winning streak, I believe. So they're hot.
So who do you think is built better to play from behind if it came to that point?
Out of these two teams, I feel like it's going to be the Wolfpack just because they made a strong push in the fourth quarter last game to really set the tone of that game for the final minutes of it.
Buffalo does have a couple more shooters, a couple more go-to options in Athens, but it all comes down to tempo. Whoever can control the tempo will control the game.
Yeah, that's for sure. The Bulldogs are still, early into their season. They haven't played a whole lot of games. And you see Buffalo playing for Athens at 2. So I think that, they're still sort of getting into their mojo.
And yeah, you can't have two more opposite squads on the floor right now. One who's like to take the 3 and move quickly, and the other one who likes to move the ball around and take time off the clock.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see if Buffalo can do something about a little bit of their bad shot selections from last night's game.
That was a good pass. Jalen found open man right there. So maybe they can get this karma with this bad juju away and they can get off to a decent start.
Yeah, that's definitely what they needed to do. They didn't need to shoot it there like he was fixing to pull the trigger.
Pick and roll.
As Elmer runs it and he makes a dish.
See, the pick and roll game is going to be so huge in this game right here because you have one team who use the pick and roll to set up shots, and the other who use the pick and roll to get to the basket.
There's the Jalen we see right there. Yeah, they're gonna have to take advantage of the paint. I know that, you got that big old center down there, and he's not letting you go anywhere. There's Josh Allen. I believe it was Alfred. So they're gonna have to take advantage of the door by, especially if Athens is in a bad position in defense. They're gonna have to take a lot of advantage of that. So Kerrigan puts up a terrible shot.
As a coach, would you rather have Josh Allen start alongside Fareed or come off the bench to relieve Fareed?
I'd rather have him as good as he's played. I'd rather have him off the bench because you got to have that dude who can come out there and dominate off the bench. You see a lot of teams now that have a good 6-man, and that can be a big difference in the long run because you have your prime starters that are in the top 5 and they can do a lot. And if you have that one guy that comes off the bench and gets 20+ minutes a game, he can do a lot of differences for the team.
Oh, what is guys? 2 threes back to back, one on each side.
Yeah, that was pretty good defense there too. Like he wasn't up on him, but he had a hand in his face. And now it's Turner who tries to pull a 3, and that's good. They're just trading blows right now. Kerrigan.
That's what you want to see. You want David Turner to shoot the ball. He didn't really do that much in these past few games. So that's what you want to see him do.
Yeah, get the actual shooter involved. Yep. There's Elmer to Matthews.
Another
That's
one.
good.
It's 4 threes back to back.
The shootout for sure. This looks like the last minute of the 16 finals.
Yeah, whatever you can do, I can do.
Jalen bringing the ball up the court. He's looking to get something going. He tries to drive into the paint.
That's what you
And
want
he
from
makes
Jalen
it.
right there.
That was a good. It was that left-handed layup. That was right-handed.
That's what you want from him. You want him to get to the bucket, and if he don't have it, pass it up. Pass it up.
Elmer hands off. Oh, back to Kerrigan. He's looking
So now,
for
this
a
is
drive.
EJ Bailey's first game with Buffalo. Do you
I
see
think he
him
played
playing?
last night.
Well, he played last. Yeah, this is his second game. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to catch up. But how do you feel that he will play a role guarding Fareed or Josh Allen down there?
I mean, we have a lot of good bigs in this league, and I think that, a lot of them can vote well with any of them, because the overalls don't really mean anything at the end of the day. It's just how do you perform?
Oh, Kyle held there too long.
That was a nice block. He wasn't letting anything get by him.
Another block, this time by Devin. But yeah, the bigs are talented. But I actually see something in EJ Bailey. So I'm glad that he's in a situation that he has more control of. He said he felt like he caused a rift in the locker room, so he wanted to leave. He didn't want to make things worse. He just wanted to get out there and prove himself. And I feel like he's in the position now to where he can actually do that.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it just ain't working somewhere, and sometimes you just gotta experience things like getting traded or not signing a contract and signing with someone else, and that's just what it takes. And for Bailey's case, it was a trade, I believe. And as soon as he came in the first game, he was just balling out, and let's see if he does it again.
But yeah, sometimes you can just overstay your welcome. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not like you wasn't doing anything, they weren't doing anything. Nothing bad happened. You just overstayed your welcome.
Yeah. As Turner makes a turnaround jumper. From there to Matthews on the wing. What's he gonna do here? He's gonna waste all the shot clock. Oh,
Nice
Kerrigan
shot.
for three. No good.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. Wasn't Kyle left-handed at first?
I don't remember, honestly. I never really pay attention to the handedness of a shooter.
So
I'm
Kyle
always
is
sitting here looking at the bucket, making sure it makes it.
so Kyle is Larry Bird.
No, so I'm not supposed to be commentary. I'm not going to commentate, but yes, his handedness on the website is right-handed. So a lot of these players, for some reason they were left-handed, but they are actually right-handed. So some of them did get changed to their proper handedness.
Kyle's is
As
Larry
Kerrigan
Bird
with a good
out there.
pass.
Kyle said, I can beat you with my right hand. Watch this.
All right, we got Jenkins bringing it up the court. Oh, he's gonna get a
Oh,
three screens
whoa.
there, and he shoots a bad shot. Yeah, that was a no-brainer. Kerrigan gets the rebound, brings it up court. He's at the wing. Oh, he had an open shot for a second there. They're passing it all around. Matthews got the ball now at the other wing.
Yeah, this is going to be a game of threes right here. Buffalo's going to take a lot of threes, so Athens has to match them to keep up with the game.
Yeah, he's gonna drive Matthews, and he almost makes it, but not quite. Now it's Athens up the court.
And I like this. They let Devin Turner control the ball.
Hey,
To make
I don't
sure-
blame him.
Because Jalen has had a lot of turnovers lately, and they got to
It
figure
looks
it out.
like Daly's doing a lot better passing the ball.
Oh, my God.
He's taking but one shot. And Josh Allen again. He has 6
3 for
points
3.
already. Wow. A decent stat line for the first quarter. Still not in the books.
You better watch out down there, Austin. Somebody coming for you. There's a 300-pound man coming for you.
Hey, I said it to everybody else. I'm not scared.
Yeah, he has a lot of beef, and he knows how to use it. He's down there on the post, putbacks.
I guess we'll just have to see. I haven't really played anybody that talented for the offensive end, so I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, so during this time now, it's 16-12 going Athens' way, and we talked about Athens coming out with a faster start than they always do. Do you think that's playing a big impact in this score being what it is right now?
Yeah, I mean they're doing everything right now, and that's getting the ball around, getting it to the playmakers, and not putting up dumb shots like they were the first 2 games, and that's really paying dividends to what they're trying to do.
You don't want to see nobody coming out fast, making mistake after mistake after mistake, forcing up bad shots. So they're slowing it down and they're playing their offense, and that's why they have a 4-point lead right now.
Yeah, and clearly they're hitting all their free throws. So.
Yeah, there's only a couple teams that can do that.
Yeah, because I know we saw early on in this league, there was a lot of guys with a bad free throw, and you'd see maybe 1 make at most. Now you can see 2.
Yeah, and free throws in these games are going to play a vital role in who wins this game.
Especially late game, close games like this.
We just saw 2 possessions in a row that ended with a miss in the paint.
Kerrigan bringing it up. Oh, back to Kerrigan. That's to Tyler. Tyler was player of the week first week. So
my God.
The nice mix.
He's one of those surprise players right there, and he can make a difference. He scores, but he doesn't score efficiently, but he scores.
Hey, but not everybody scores efficiently in this league.
Yeah, he gets the job done. That's all that matters.
I think 30% is pretty efficient for me.
Yeah.
Kerrigan back to... I can't read that. Okay, so we got Williams back to... I'm not going to try.
Another 3 ball.
Kerrigan off. Slides to the right. I believe that's Rainey bringing it up the court. Going to take a corner shot for Jenkins, and no good.
Kyle shooting 1 for 6 right now. That's not good if he wants his team to come out with a victory.
Oh yeah, he needs to put on the show. But he did start off pretty slow. Had a cold start last game. He put it on in the 4th quarter, and that's what mattered. 3rd and 4th quarter. As Rainey tries to drive, but he gets stopped in his tracks. Buckets, Jenkins to Rainey again. At the top of the key, he's going to try to drive. He gets picked almost. And
way to stick with it.
Free throws. Got to the line.
That could have been an easy 2 points going the other way. But Rainey stuck with it.
For sure. With all that contact, too, he had, I believe it was 2 or 3 guys on him.
Kyle almost had a steal, but Rainey said not today. See if he can knock down at least one of them.
Yep, first free throw. It's no good.
No good. You see, Farik is coming back in the game. He's somebody. People want to talk about Farik should be a prolific scorer, but that's not really his game. He gets rebounds, he blocks shots. That's what he does. The scoring comes later. If you get a rebound and no one in front of him, then he scores. And I respect what he does. Farik is a hustle player.
Yeah, Farik can really surprise you. I mean, I know that a lot of the centers aren't going to necessarily be the scoring option because they're at the center. You know, teams pride the centers on, hey, can you play this defense while getting blocks and all this and rebounds? You know, and they look to the point guards, the shooting guards, the forwards to do all the premier scoring. But you can really sleep on these big guys because a lot of them can score, and they will score.
And that's what I want people to realize. This Farik doesn't take a lot of shots. But if he has 20 points one game, you better believe all 20 of those came. Well, 14 of those probably came off offensive rebounds. The other 6 will probably set up in the post.
Oh, yeah. And that's what this league comes down to, because at the end of the day, the point guards or the guards in general, the forwards in general, they're all going to have good shot tendencies and good scoring tendencies for touches and whatnot. but the centers aren't going to be up there, so it's going to be very lackluster on that end of the court. That's why you see a lot of these bad shots being put up because, you know, the center tries to get the ball, and then whenever he gets the ball, he tries to kick it out some more.
Oh, nice shot.
That was a good spin jumper.
And they're pretty even. Buffalo is shooting 7 for 17, and Evans shoots 7 for 18. So the percentages are pretty much even. And as you can see of the score, it's a 1-point difference.
Yeah, it's very nerve-wracking to see just teams going back and forth because you never know like who's going to get that edge at some point.
All it takes is one play. One play can really give some team a spark or take another team completely out of it.
Yep, and that's very true for any team's sake. As Kyle Kerrigan goes to the line, let's see what he can do. You think he'll hit 2?
He probably will. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird seeing Kyle shoot his right hand now. He's putting Larry Bird on me.
Yeah, he looks like Larry Bird. He got that haircut. He hits the first one. Let's see the second one. I think he'll get it. He got this.
If he does, it'll put Buffalo, give them their first lead of the game.
Yeah, let's see it. And he does know it.
Yep, and there it is. Now Buffalo has their first lead of the game. Came in the second quarter. They could be the difference maker.
Yeah, but I'm glad we both picked different sides this time because the 4 picks from last game, they were all
we all lost.
Yeah, we all lost the picks.
EJ Bailey on Fareed.
See, he turnaround jumper. Oh, in and out.
You know, that's the shot. That's the shot that you have to take with Fareed on you because he's gonna cause a riff on that shot. So if you don't fade it away, he's probably gonna get a block in.
Yep. And Vasquez has the ball now. Takes a 3.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, he had the space there. He just didn't have the touch.
Well, Cal fouled his own shot. Get that out of here.
Gets blocked. Vasquez taking the ball up the court again. See what he can do here. He looks like he's gonna drive, but he kicks it out, and that's another
good
tested shot from the mid-range, and it's good.
Another lead. This is the second lead change of the game.
Yep, Buffalo looking to get another score here to take the lead again. Kerrigan trying to drive.
Good defense.
And no good. Shot's just off to the right. Brown.
Jalen, he never crossed half court.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, there he is. I'm about to say he'd be getting double covered. And
nice
Jalen, and he puts it in. Now they're up by 3.
2 for 7. He's only 4 shots away from that threshold I gave him in the first half.
Hey, look, he's making it look efficient for his part. Those 2 makes would have been like 2 for 15. So we're seeing a better outing.
There we go, Kyle. Another 3 ball.
Kyle and Nate tie the game up. Here we go with Rainey driving it up court. There's a little hesitation. He gets a bit of space right there. That's good. Let's see what he does. He's going to drive it again, take a midi, and it's no good.
This position right here, the way that it's looking, I'm going to see Kyle coming off a screen and get another 3 opportunity.
Oh, yeah. They're probably running that.
And there it is right there. Well, he didn't shoot it. Yep, yes, he did.
No good. I don't think he had a ton of space there. I mean, I know that screen was set there, but I think there was too many defenders in his face like that.
Yeah, and the screen really didn't connect with anybody.
Oh, yeah. That pick and pop didn't make it all. As Matthew grabs the rebound, brings it up to court. See what they can do. Oh, that's Williams back to Matthews. We got a teammate up in his grill.
Now, this is what you want. EJ Bailey has brought Fareed outside the paint. Well, not anymore. While Fareed was outside the paint, that's when you attack the paint.
Oh, yeah, and that's a good shot. That's another 3 bomb for Kyle. Money Kerrigan. Now this logo in midcourt is a bit weird. It sort of covers up the name, so I can't see it quite.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Jalen.
that's a bad shot. That's a terrible shot by Jalen. Kerrigan's bringing the ball up court.
Jalen, you have one more shot.
Driving for a midi. That's no good. 2 for 10. That's rough.
Pass that. There we go.
That was a good dish into the paint. It's 1 point lead for Buffalo.
And that, like you brought it up earlier, and Buffalo was better at playing from behind. So now we see Athens. They're in that situation where they have to play from behind. So how will it turn out? What do you think Athens has to do to be able to play from behind?
I think what they got to do is they got to get more looks inside because you see them sometimes they're taking bad shots from outside, and they got to eliminate some of those shots. If you can get a guy like, Robert Ivory can shoot. I know he can shoot. We saw him hit 2 in like the last minute of his last game, I believe, in the corner. I think it was like the last second. And, you got to get guys open inside the paint because that's the only way you're going to score, it looks like, because nobody's really hitting that shot. I just don't see Buffalo taking any terrible shots. They're all working in chemistry. They're all working through their playbook, running the right plays and getting those screens off, so they're getting Kyle open. And I think that Buffalo's doing it well, and Athens has to think about what they need to run.
Yes, Athens has to take, out of the 24 seconds, Athens has to take probably 15 to 17 seconds off the clock to make sure the game stay at their pace.
Yeah, they really got to take their time here.
See Kyle bringing the ball to the floor. Another screen is being set, but it was a fake screen.
Yeah, that wasn't set all the way. So we got Matthews in the corner. He's gonna
give it to EJ. There we go. There you go,
easy
EJ.
bucket. 3-point game again. All right, so we got Jenkins. We'll see. It's still a 1 possession game, so we can see Bulldogs.
Oh,
but he gets picked.
Now, this is what I was afraid of. Without Jalen bringing the ball off the floor, you risk other people doing it, and their ball handling skills might not be up to par.
Yeah, and Jalen takes that 3 is wide open, but nothing going. One day he was going to hit one of those.
Yeah, this is 11 shots. He uses 11 shots in the first half.
It may not be tonight, but he's going to hit them one day. It's going to be exciting.
Good defense, Jalen. Take it all the way.
He's going to take it all the way. Jalen.
Dunk.
Get up. I think he almost touched the top of the backboard there.
That's what Jalen has to do. Cause disruption on the defensive end and score on the fast break.
As they reach. That was a bad foul. I don't know why you would have done that. But
get that out of here.
Yeah.
He barely got it.
Yeah, they're making Kyle look bad right there.
Demarius Brown, it grazed his fingertips.
Yeah, I think Kyle is what's keeping them in this game right now, as it being a 1-point game for them.
Okay, so outside of Kyle Kerrigan on the Wolfpack side and outside of Fareed on the Bulldogs side, who do you see being a difference maker in this game?
I mean, I gotta say that it's either Jerome Tyler or you got EJ Bailey, because those 2 guys for the Wolfpack are just refusing to, let this game go, and they're playing good defense. They're playing smart ball. They're getting good looks. I mean, for Kyle,
another 3.
For Kyle, he's getting good looks because all of his guys are setting him up for success. For the Wolfpack, Josh Allen's definitely been a good part of this game, and Jalen's actually a lot more efficient, as crazy as it sounds. 33% from the field. Actually, no, I think it's actually 25. I think he went down, but he's definitely doing a lot better than we thought, because he's getting those assists. He's making smart plays for the most part. He's not making them shots, but he's shooting smart.
Yeah, and it's getting to a point where we talked about earlier. You have to see Athens be able to play from behind. I think they're built to play with a lead. So coming from behind, playing slow, it's not gonna help them at all. And if they speed the game up, will they be able to handle that going against a team like Buffalo, who's built to play kind of fast?
I think that they need to, not necessarily push tempo, but you know, get their offense rolling with a bit of like their own tempo, and then as soon as they um, anticipate the shots, they need to get back. They need to hustle to the other end of the court. They need that quickness, because if they don't catch up with this team, then they're going to run down the court in the fastest of time. Like there's no doubt about it.
Because we know Buffalo has a couple of great defenders over there, and so does Athens. Well,
That's a
Jalen
good
wide
shot.
open three. There we go.
He made
Jalen.
it. He made it. He made it. That's what I was talking about.
But each team has a couple people that you can depend on to go get them a bucket whenever you want to. Each team also has a player that you can depend on to lock somebody up when you want them to. So the thing comes to who has the more aggression, who does it better. Because this game is going to go down to the wire. It's all going to come down to who has the right mindset to win at the end of a game.
Yeah, and I believe that Kyle is not necessarily the prime defender for guarding a guy like Jalen Vasquez, who's a premier scorer in the way of a slasher. He's doing a good job to hold him right now, but you've seen how Jalen got that steal, and he ran it all the way down the court, and nobody could even amount to his speed to get to the basket. You see a player like Al Farik, who is really good at defense, and nobody sees it. They see him as an offensive player, but he's a center, and he can do it all. You see a player like E.J. Bailey. I feel like he is a good defender. We haven't seen too much of that defensive side besides the game last night. And I think Jerome Tyler is a good defender as well. So, you got some even statistics on both sides to argue.
What people won't like to admit, Jerome Tyler has the potential to be one of the best two-way players in the league.
Oh yeah. I think Jerome Tyler, as soon as he works on that jump shot a little bit, he can be lethal, especially on a two-way standpoint, because he can slash, he can definitely play make, and he can shoot. He can bring the defensive side to the table. So I mean, the small forward is definitely the in between, as the Wolfpack are up 30-28 at halftime.
Yeah, so what we saw was in the first half, we saw the Bulldogs up by 2. And now in the end of the second quarter, the Wolfpack is up by 2. So they're going back to back with punch counter mentality. Whatever you can do, I can do better.
Yes, sir.
So who stands out to you on either side? Who stands out to you the most going to the halftime break right now?
I mean, Kyle Kerrigan is doing his part. He started off with a little bit of a slump, but he's sort of picking his pace up. He's getting those assists, getting the points. He's scoring three ball a little bit more efficiently than he was earlier in this game. And you see a guy like Kyle, I think that as much as we like to say that he puts up 25 shots a game and makes about 5 of them, I think that he's doing a lot better than he would usually do, especially finding guys in the paint. But he's not necessarily the X factor for this Bulldogs team. I think that it's going to have to be somebody like Brown or Allen. Those guys are really showing out. I haven't seen much of Al Farik. We'll have to see if he puts on more of a show this half.
We saw Demarius Brown had 7 points and 5 rebounds, and that's what you want to see from him. He's scoring and he's getting those boards. He's making sure that those possessions from Buffalo don't get too out of hand.
Yeah, like I said, it's either Brown or Allen, because they're both. They're not performing terrible. They're actually performing good to keep them in this game, because I don't see any other scoring factors for this Bulldogs team. I mean, you could probably look at the stats right now and see that Brown has 7 points, but I guarantee you that they all have a good amount of points because they're distributing that ball a lot and they're getting open looks for each other.
And that's why I agree with you when you said Josh Allen should come off the bench because he's a great build. Oh my God, a mismatch. But
That was a nice flush.
Josh Allen is a great player, but when him and Fareed is on the floor together, that just means more likely than not they're both gonna come off the floor at the same time. So if they're both not on the floor, then what do you have going on in the paint?
Exactly. And that's where I was getting at because that makes him a spark plug because your best player is playing the 5 right now, but you have another one of your key pieces and he's starting as well. So, I mean, where's your bench depth at? If you have that big old guy that runs the power forward, why not have him just run up backup center? Because, I mean, you're saving yourself more like extra defense for whenever your starters come off the court.
Nice, getting to the rack from Kyle. We saw it in the last game, like how important the bench can be. The Surf had 0 bench points, and we saw what happened to them in the last game. So I personally would have kept Josh coming off the bench.
Oh, me as well. And it's not that he don't deserve the minutes. You could give him 30 minutes to come off the bench. Granted, I don't think that it should be like that. I don't think a bench player should get 30 points, but you definitely could try something like 25 minutes. I mean, that's enough time, and he's getting those starter minutes that he deserves. But he's still playing the bench, and that's a key part of this game.
Yeah, 'cause their second unit always needs somebody to be able to come in and be the leader of the second unit.
And it's not like fatigue isn't a thing because it is a thing. And if you have all 5 starters staying in the game for 48 minutes, the puzzles don't match up. Because you can't have a bunch of 40 overalls getting 10 minutes a game and then your starting 5 getting 38. It just doesn't add up.
Their bench rotation is very important.
Exactly. As Elmer keeps the ball, he's trying to shoot a 3 right now.
Over Fareed.
It's now an 8-point game.
And Buffalo is running away with
pulling
it.
away. They're a second half team, and it's very scary to find a second half team.
It's that speed and those 3 balls. Athens has to be able to do something with it. And Fareed pulling the 3.
He doesn't get it quite there. So Buffalo's running it up with Kerrigan. Kerrigan has a little bit of space, but he passes it to the corner. Matthews for 3. No good.
Oh, Elmer.
Rebound. And the putback. Tremaine with a nice putback.
Elmer is playing his heart out. To be his size, he is taking it right at Jalen every possession.
Yep. Here's Devin Turner with the turnaround jumper. No. Kicks it out to Rainey. Rainey drives.
Good drive.
Ball. Lays it in with the left hand.
Back down to an 8-point ball game. And it's not like it's the threes. Like the percentages are right there. 13 for 34 and 13 for 33. Like they're right there neck and neck.
Yeah, so I mean, you got Jalen's stat in there too. He's like 1 for 5 for threes.
Yeah, so if Athens were making more threes or if Buffalo were missing more, the game would be still right there.
Yeah, I think Buffalo just came into that second quarter, pumped up, and ready to go. I think that's what it was.
This was a well-placed timeout. This was definitely needed right here to try to get momentum back on Athens' side.
Yeah, I bet Jalen was jumping in his rolly chair whenever I said I was taking Buffalo.
Yeah, it looks like you're on or something.
Yeah, he's in his office eating popcorn right now.
You see, it's those 3 balls. Like at the end of the game, you'll be able to see it that Buffalo is making a lot. They're probably not doing it efficiently, but they are definitely knocking down way more threes than Athens is.
Oh yeah, and I think that the Bulldogs are not driving quite as much anymore because they started it in the first quarter, and ever since then we haven't seen. It's been shy of that. It it has been a bunch of thrown up shots by Jalen once again. Even though he has made the first quarter, unrecognizable, it was different. And then they just started back to the old routine that they were doing, and it's just not looking good for them.
So Jalen has to be able to score efficiently. Then we need to see a lot of people on Athens' team. Not only do they need to take more shots, they need to take more good shots. Like they're getting their shots off. Like you see Devin Turner gets fouled and goes to the line for two. They're getting their shots, but the problem is, are they good shots? And that's what you need. You need Athens to take better shots.
Yeah, I mean, most of their shots, especially Jalen's been taking some great shots. They're just not falling for him. I just think at this point for the Bulldogs, you got to let somebody else shoot because that rating and since the shot ain't falling, you just can't let it happen anymore because you're just putting yourself in a hole at this point.
Well, you see, I got Andrew Moyer in the chat, who was formerly on this Buffalo Wolfpack squad. And I don't want to be that controversial type person, but that's what I'm here for. Austin, you can probably go back and look at it for yourself, but Buffalo's only lost one game, and that one game was when Morey was on the roster. So what do you have to say about that one?
I mean, everybody has that slump game. I mean, it is the beginning of the season. It's a new team. You don't really have that chemistry quite yet. So, I mean, you're still trying to things out. You're trying to figure out what works best. So, I don't think it was bad on his defense. I mean, was that his only game? I believe that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, we don't really know how he's going to perform with my team on, I think we play tomorrow. So, I mean, you never know with any player, really, especially if they've only played one game. That's like saying, Mike Conley's a terrible shooter, but he just came back off of his injury. So, I mean, it's just give everybody a chance at this league because, he could come out with his debut with us, and he could put on a show.
So obviously he hasn't played the game with you guys yet, but what do you think he will provide to your team that you didn't already have before?
We really needed that guard position play because Jones, we just, we weren't having it. There was some bad shots thrown up, especially by the guards and the forwards. I think one of our players had 17 shots put up and only made 4 shots. So I really wasn't having that. I told the GM, I was like, look, we need to figure something out about this because those 17 shots could have costed us the game. We ended up winning, but it's just I wasn't liking it. So, we had to get that guard figured out. And I think Moyer brings a little bit more with his size-wise and, his skill base to the team than Jones does. And Jones can be a good role player. It's not a bad thing to be on the bench at all. It's actually we could just use that shooting. I think there's a bit more shooting that Moyer brings, and I definitely think there was some defense because we got killed by TJ in that second game. So I just think that we could use that.
I'm actually hyped to see it. I can't wait to see what he brings to the table because you guys were already in a point to where scoring was not really a problem in the paint, anyways. So now you have somebody who can score on the outside. So how will that change the way you guys play, and how will that change people being able to game plan against you guys? Because now you can score at all 3 levels. Hal needs to go to the bench. He's kind of gassed. Oh my God, what a dunk. Urania was fouled by Kyle. It's a 13-point game right here.
Hey, your friend over in the bathroom.
Boo Boo Jenkins back to the basket. What's he gonna do with it? Oh, pisses it up. Shot. Rebound by Kyle. He bring up the floor again. Nice handoff. Good D, Jalen. Nice handoff. Good D, Jalen. Block. Hey, what's going on? Why I hear myself echoing?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, so I don't hear myself echoing anymore.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to figure it out because it cut out, like the audio went out completely. But yeah, I forgot where we were at. Yeah, we have a lot of weapons now. I feel like that we can do it all. We can space the floor, do what we need to do because we really had a good system. I think that since I was getting the ball a lot, I wasn't shooting inefficiently. I was actually performing on my part really well. And we were just missing that scoring option at the guard. And Emmanuel's a great player, but I feel like Moore brings a little bit more, especially whenever you have these great guards like Tay Jackson, TJ. You got players like Kyle. So it just can't be something that's slept on.
To answer your question, Dave, it's because he's cold. The blue circle, because he's absolutely freezing cold right now.
He got up there. I think he slapped that ball all the way back to his hometown.
With authority.
But yeah. As we see Buffalo, we see Kerrigan get the ball. Pass it into the corner.
Oh, there was a pass to Jerome Tyler. Couldn't. We waited too late.
Here's Tyler, yep. And they get it stolen. Jerome Tyler with a terrible pass. We got
all the way, Jay.
He gets the easy layup for two.
We go back to a single-digit game.
Yep, we got Kerrigan bringing it up. I believe it's 11 points.
Oh, yeah, 11 points.
Hey, oh, never mind. We're good now. We're good.
And they put up another three-pointer. And that's just too easy for Bailey. Don't give him that much space. We knew he could shoot. He didn't shoot as much as we'd like to see, but he put up a shot there and he made it count.
And that's what we were talking about all game long. Is picking up the tempo and shooting threes is what Buffalo is going to have to do to pull away. And they are definitely doing that right now.
Yeah, I just noticed that they got Tyler. They had him at power forward. How do you think that sits? I believe he's 6'7", 6'8".
I mean, it could work in a sense because he's going to be faster than most power forward. And defensively, they're not going to be able to. Well, offensively, he's going to be able to take the ball a lot from them if their ball handling skills are not up to par. But if he's matched up with one of those power forwards, like Fareed, when Fareed is at power forward, when Josh Allen is at power forward or something like that, Elliot Griffin, he's not going to be able to continue with that. But when he's matched up with one of those lesser power forwards, it could work.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen's actually playing power forward too. So
yeah, they play very interchangeably. Sometimes Fareed is at power forward, and sometimes Josh is at power forward.
Yeah, so I definitely see a lot of challenge there for Tyler, especially having to guard the bigger men, the 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot. As Allen passes to Jenkins, an easy bucket. We got Kerrigan bringing it up.
So Buffalo has only
Almost.
made 3 more shots. They're at this, but they have a 12-point lead right now.
That's
Well,
Tremaine.
now
Backs down the defender.
14-point lead now. And
Yeah,
they
I
only
think-
made 4 more shots. It all comes back down to those 3-pointers.
Yep, I think Dame's jumping in his seat right now. Like he's probably freaking out. He's up by 14. You don't know what to do.
Hey, real quick, let me just address something. So, Devin Turner, this is every single tendency and game plan, in animation and gear that was sent through or sent by your coach. That's what it is here. In the game. This is every single tendency and game plan.
I was about to say somebody's TV was playing in the background. I guess there was
Yeah, I thought he
game.
was.
So he knocks down one. So Josh Allen is one of those players that really pretty much came out of nowhere. Like nobody was able to scout him. Nobody knew much about him because he didn't play in the summer league. So he just came out of nowhere. So as far as those undrafted free agents go, how much of an impact do you see those guys playing right now on their team going into week number 2?
I see a ton of potential for a lot of players because everybody can be a late bloomer. You never know with a lot of these players because they have so much potential and chance to become stars for their teams, and it don't matter about the first round picks at the end of the day because your first round picks are always going to be your first round picks, but your undrafted free agents, if they turn out to be a gem, then you're going to be even more psyched about it because we saw what the draft picks could do. We saw what all those players did in the summer league. We didn't see what these undrafted free agents could do.
Yeah, so it's like you just going in blind when it comes down to picking them, just hoping they work out. And you see a double block right there. So Jalen is leading his team with 16 points right now.
Yeah, Jalen's doing a great job tonight. I feel like he's turned it up a little bit more. But yeah, it's like investing into a stock because you buy the stock hoping that it'll go up, and sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. And
Another block.
A great block. Devin Turner is really putting on a show on the defensive side.
Yes, he has multiple blocks right now. He has a handful of rebounds. He's doing his thing. See Josh Allen with a second chance bucket.
Yeah, they're cutting this lead back down. It's just an 11-point game.
Yes, there's still a lot of time left. You never know what can happen here in MGN.
Yep. We're yet to see an overtime game.
That's true. We haven't seen one yet. So, in this instance, let's say that this game did go to overtime. Who would that benefit more, Buffalo or Athens?
I feel like Buffalo would have the benefit of the doubt because, Athens, they're running that lineup like we talked about. They have no bench depth right there because they're running all their stars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if they had that bench depth, then they could run, like we said, Josh Allen at the 6 and have him coming off that bench for a good amount of minutes. But I feel like Buffalo has the advantage on this side because they actually have the bench to cover up the ground that Athens leaves behind.
Yeah, you said before their bench is very important. Whether you're going 6 through 9, 6 through 10, 6 through 8, whatever you're going with, those guys come in handy.
Yes, they do. They're very important. Like a guy like Jordan Clarkson averaging 18 off the bench.
Yes, Manu Ginobili, who was pretty much a career backup, is a bona fide Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah, you want a guy like Lou Williams, Jordan Clarkson, or even I can't even think of a 6-man. Those two mainly.
Even somebody who Some games he start him, some games he come off the bench. Just as long as he's getting his minutes, he will produce.
Yeah, it depends on your matchup. If you know, you feel good about how you're playing, how your team's
Oh
performing,
my God,
who you're going
it's a
against.
man. Good pass.
That was a great dish. Here we go, Vasquez again up the court.
As you
He's
see,
gonna try to
Kyle is finally
He's gonna
getting
pass
his
it to
assist
Allen.
numbers up.
Allen
Really
gets picked.
still.
We go Kerrigan again.
Kyle
tries to do
is
a spin
starting to
move.
pass the ball now.
Yeah, Jalen ain't falling for that spin move, Kerrigan. Oh, they pass it out to the wing. He drives. Williams. A little mini,
Good
but no good.
defense.
Yeah, as Allen was all up in his grill. To the corner, Brown.
There
That's
we
good.
go.
He
Just
continues
keep
the
playing
hot streak.
10-point game now. If you keep playing your offense, then things can happen.
Yep, it's back down. It's a 10-point game now. As Tremaine gets the ball at the top of the key. He's looking to back down. Alfarique, it looks like. But no, he kicks it out to Kerrigan. Kerrigan with an on-ball screen to the left. Kerrigan
Good defense.
looking to drive. That's not a good shot. They have a chance right here to put it into single digits.
Well, another
Brown
one.
puts up another three.
Oh, if they would have failed, there was a big momentum shifter right there.
Yep, that was a really good look too. These players are getting tired, and this is what this bench is all about. Do you have that premier scorer? Do you have the shooter on the bench that can come out and do this stuff? As
Josh Allen has borderline 20 rebounds in this game.
yeah, as Jalen takes the ball up the court, he's looking to
Good
drive.
spins, good pass.
Kicks it out to Brown, Allen. Back to
There we
Oh,
go.
that's a
Josh
good pass.
Allen is a passer
That's no
too.
good. We didn't know that, but now he is. Matthew brings the ball up court. He tries to drive, takes it in the mid-range. No good.
There was a bad look.
Free throw line, yeah, that was heavy contested.
All the
Here we
way.
go. Brown all the way, and it's good.
Demarius Brown, he even in the first two, man, he has been the guy that steps up when they need it.
And who did we think that was going to do it? We thought maybe Allen or Alfarique, not Brown.
Just keep feeding it to him.
Yep, he's getting all those points right now, and he cut it down to an 8-point deficit. He put his jersey on the line. Oh, we got a wide open. Ooh, that's Jalen right there.
Jalen's gone up. Good
Jalen
shot,
Turner.
there, man.
That's no good. Just off the back of the rim. We see that Omer takes it up the court to Tremaine to Williams. If I'm not mistaken.
And there was a matchup you just seen down low on the other end. Josh Allen had Williams checking him, and I think they should have gave it to him down low.
Oh, Williams draws the foul. That's a bad call.
Got 2 free throws who knock it right back to a 10-point lead.
I don't see him hitting one, or I don't see him hitting both of them. I think he'll go 1 for 2.
So far, you're on the right track.
Yeah, so far I'm right.
He looks kind of nervous.
I know he's sweating just standing there.
And there you go, 1 for 2.
Yep, it's a 9-point game still. As Brown pulls up.
There we
and
go.
the
It's
range is
15
good.
for Brown.
We got a 7-point game.
11-3 run in this quarter.
Yep, things are going their way. That's for sure. As the Wolfpack call a timeout, they're trying
So
to get
you're
huddled up
telling
again.
me right now, Buffalo only scored 3 points in this entire quarter.
Wow, they're getting cold. They need to take Kyle out for like a minute. And what they need to do is put him in the last minute and a half of the game. Give him a little bit of a breather and let their premier scorer take a break.
Look,
If
if
I
you're
was
Athens, who do you trust right now to bring the game back?
Brown, I gotta go Brown all the way. If I was the Bulldogs head coach or GM, I'd say Brown is staying in the game and he's gonna get the ball every single time. It don't matter. As the
Yeah.
beautiful Brooklyn blimp goes by.
Yeah, that is so disrespectful. I understand Brooklyn is the big brothers over there, but they can't advertise themselves like that.
Yeah. You see the fans holding up the blimp on the bottom of not even attached. I think the NBA is trying to promote themselves in this game. I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, they're trying to get some clout off MGN.
Yeah. Colin
Player of the
Kerrigan,
game.
I don't doubt it. He's put up probably close to 20 points, if not already at 20 points.
Yeah, and he has about 7 or 8 rebounds, about 6 assists to go with it. So he's playing very well.
Oh yeah, he's playing like we expect him to play, shooting that ball great.
Okay, well the Wolfpack just confirmed that they play in the Nets arena for free. That's the deal they have. So the Nets get to advertise all they want to.
Yeah, as Bailey knocks down a 3 right there and makes it a 10-point game again. Turner with the ball. He takes a
Oh my
that was a
God,
bad
what a
that
shot!
was heavy contested, but he made it go somehow. Looking like Michael Jordan in his prime.
The Bulldogs shot roughly 36-37% all game. That's consistent, but it's not the good type of consistent. Because on the other side, Buffalo shot 35% in the first half and 43% in the second half.
Oh yeah, they're getting to that. They're getting to that paint.
Good
As Kyle
defense
takes
by
a terrible
Jalen.
shot, or as we should say, Larry Bird.
He gives you those Larry Bird type
And
vibes.
Vasquez to Brown. Keep it in Brown's hands. That's what you got to do. That's a bad look. Don't take that. And they keep the possession alive.
With 4 seconds here, after the
I think it
timeout,
was-
who do you give the ball to?
I got to keep it in Brown's hands because he's the only one that's making things work around him.
Hey TJ,
You could argue
Danny
and say
finna go and rest.
Turner could get the ball. He's just as lethal. He's not playing bad at all. But I think we go Brown. No doubter.
And I think right now they go to the paint. They don't need to take any more unnecessary threes right now. I mean, they're hitting them, but they need to get to the bucket right there and at least try to draw fouls and get some of these players out of the game.
Yeah, I think if I was Athens, definitely go to the paint, try to get those points inside, maybe even draw a foul while getting some points. Get a chance for a 3-point play. But if you have open shooters and they aren't getting guarded at all, then I think you can take a risk on some of those shots. You still got a minute and a half left.
Well, man, you have players that can get the boards down there. So, I mean, taking the 3 probably wouldn't be a bad idea when you got Fareed and you got Josh Allen down there to get the boards. That's what you pay them to do.
Yeah, you could definitely argue saying that you could even get Al-Fareed the ball because he can shoot. We all seen that the man can shoot. He hasn't shown it today, but we know that he can. As I think it looks like Turner, no Vasquez is going to get the ball to shoot. That's a no good.
There was one person whose name we didn't say who was going to take the shot.
No, but the 2K, you never know.
Another forced shot from Kyle. It's like 2 or 3 in a row that he forced up in coverage.
Yeah. As Brown gets he gets a hard look inside, but nothing going. Here we go. This is Kerrigan taking the ball up the court. He makes a good pass.
Good defense.
And Bulldogs get
You
the
know,
ball back.
I don't know about that one. They don't look like he hit off Devin at the end.
Hey, I couldn't tell from this angle. Especially with my small phone screen.
That can be a problem.
I zoomed in as much as I could, and I'm trying to watch it on my TV, but it's delayed.
Well, I couldn't find my remote, so I couldn't watch it on my TV.
Yeah, as Elmer gets the ball, he's trying to run around the screen. He can't get nowhere, so he just kicks it out. Tremaine taking a mid, he gets blocked.
Another block.
There you go, Vasquez pushing the ball up the court. Turner.
Oh,
Kicks it
wow.
back to Vasquez,
Oh,
and that's an
air
air
ball.
ball. Air ball! Yeah, this game's done and over with. That's for sure.
He has a new nickname now. No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do him like that. But if he airball again,
his new nickname is once in a lifetime for every shot he hits. Once in a lifetime.
well, the final score: the Buffalo Wolfpack 60 and the Athens Bulldogs 52. And they came out here and did exactly what we thought they were going to do: speed the tempo up and shoot a lot of threes.
Yep, and I feel like this is sort of a no-brainer because Athens is still sort of having trouble at that guard position, and I just don't think a lot of these shots are necessary for them to be putting up. And if they want to win games, they're going to have to address this at some point.
Yes, once Athens address their guard position, their team will become a lot tougher to guard.
Yeah, they will be mentally stronger, and especially whenever they figure out that bench situation, especially with Josh Allen. I definitely agree with you on that. That should definitely be something they do. I think that would make their team way more dangerous than it is. Even if you're not getting another player, you can just have that player coming off.
As you see, both teams' bench only put up 5 points. I mean, the starting five for both teams did everything in this game.
Oh man.
Even if you're not getting another player, let's go ahead. Can we get let's get Jalen in here.
Jalen, get your headset back. I think he's gone.
Did he? Maybe he left.
Yeah, Jalen, he stepped up.
He did. Okay. Let's go ahead. Can we get Kyle in here?
You want Kyle here?
Yeah, let's get Kyle.
All right.
Austin, this was our first time doing commentary with just us two, and I think the chemistry was there. I think we fed off each other very nicely.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to hold that follow through. That's what they said on Love and Basketball, and she got in trouble for that.
Hey, TJ, whenever you set that picture with Jalen and Kyle, you gotta put like a little picture next to Kyle's face describing his reaction. I know what he was thinking. Oh,
he switched up his hands and he still scored.
yeah. Kyle Money Kerrigan. He started off slow. He got his thing going, and then he ended it a bit rough, but he played good.
I just need a break. We tied. This is like our third
points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists,
game in a row, man.
with 0 turnovers.
We tired, man.
He sort of lost his slump in the end, but
then we got to play again tomorrow, I think.
Enough to get the win. That's all that matters.
EJ Bailey shot 4 for 6, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. That's what I wanted to see from him. He wanted to be able to prove himself, and he definitely is doing it right now.
I want to see what Jerome Tyler did. I heard somebody joined Kyle.
Let's go.
So Kyle, how do you feel?
I'm doing good, man. I feel great.
Yeah, you scored 20 points with both hands, the first player in MGN history to do that. How do you feel about that?
Man, that's awesome. I didn't even know about that. I'm just trying to ball out. Trying my best. You know what I mean? Every night, every day, just going in, putting in work in the lab, talking to coach, talking to GM, seeing what we can do better, and we're just making it happen, man. And I'm glad to be part of this team, man.
Hey, no doubt, no doubt.
You're going out there as a guard, getting rebounds, getting assists, while also minimizing your turnovers. Like, what mentally are you thinking throughout the games to keep that possible?
Man, I just had to get my guys going. If not, I just had to be more aggressive as well. I noticed I wasn't getting my teammates going, and that's not what a point guard is supposed to be doing. I need to get my team going more and getting them looks, and I feel like I did a better job doing that today.
All right, Kyle. So, how can you you minimize your shot selection and figure out what your touch is?
Oh man, I don't know. I just got to go in the gym and keep on putting up shots that I feel comfortable with, and just it's all about work.
Indeed.
Yeah, because you being the number one guy, 24 shots that you take is not – that's what you want from your number one guy. But only making 6 of them, that's where you have to figure out what you have to do to actually get that percentage up.
Yep.
I agree.
Man, if I can hit those shots, man, this league don't know what's gonna hit them with this team.
Agreed. You look like you're comfortable out there. You
Yes,
started
sir.
off a little bit slow. You picked it up in the second quarter, third quarter, and you started to have a little bit of a slump there in the fourth. But you notched the win. That's all that matters. You're moving on to the next one.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you feel about your performance overall so far?
I'm not happy with it. I had to say the first 2 games, I didn't come out as good as I wanted to. I kind of just sat back and let the flow go. And as soon as we got a couple trades going on, I just took over the team, and we've been clicking. It's been fun rolling with these guys.
It's all about humanity.
Yeah, I hear you there.
But it's always fun to hear from you. It's always good and fun to see you play. We are happy to have you here. You can welcome back anytime.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't think anybody heard y'all. Did y'all hear me?
Oh, well.
Because TJ said we had mic issues. I think it's fixed now. I don't think anybody heard y'all.
Well, we not about to go through that again. I think we did our part. We did very well.
Hey, no worries.
Oh,
Behind the scenes.
So they can't hear us. But never mind. Y'all good.
But I think that was pretty much it, though.